Alright, for this journal entry I'm going to be focusing on the internal management of the ship, at least for this section here. I need to figure out how I'm going to maneuver around here. For now, the only real access I have between the aft portion and the bow portion of the ship, this meaning that I have this this ship shredder here in the middle, this little meat grinder. The only access I have between the two is actually this zone right here, a makeshift airlock here, and this goes down. The thing that is bothering me is that if this is the main access between aft and bow of the ship, it shouldn't go through the bridge section, because as soon as we reach here there is clear access to the bridge. So I have a couple of options here. I either wall this off and allow the bridge to be its own separate contained unit, for, of course, for security reasons. Both, I'm going to call it military security. I don't want any inspectors, not to say attackers, to have a clear access to the ship if I'm showing them around from the aft into the bow section. But essentially, whether they are inspectors or actual attackers, I am going to need a way to conduct them from one portion of the ship to the next without actually going through the bridge. However, that will... I think it will be fairly easy to maneuver around, especially with that bottom portion there. I have lots of clearance. Well, I have enough clearance between the bottom of the meat grinder and the outer hull. I need interior plates. What am I doing? Where are the interior plates? I'm hoping Lump has some. Lump. Interior. No interior plates. This ought to do it. I am really encumbered here. Yeah, I have a lot of clearance down there between the bottom of the meat grinder and the actual outer hull to make a passage down there. But as of now, or for now, I will be focusing on the upper passage. So, I had mentioned that I want two ways to go around this. One will go forwards into the hangar, the hangar zone, and the other would provide access to the ship printer control unit, the control room here. I think that the best way to go about this is to get access to the printing room via this side. Yeah, the port side will give me access to the ship printing system. So let's try to build this in a semi-smart way and go around like this. I do want to use Lump to weld this up. Am I clear here? I do believe that's clearance enough. Although, well, I can go one farther down here without compromising anything. Yeah, the limit is this boom arm, and I am still struggling with these securing landing gears. They keep getting destroyed. Well, I have all of them on this side, but on the the starboard side, I already only have 3. So I'm starting to wonder if I should actually lock them in place, and that will help secure this a little better and prevent mass from actually getting from actually crushing any of them. That would mean that I would have to group up those securing landing gears with those in the back there, with these ones and the ones at the bottom. I have no other landing gears around, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. Still, I need some materials to actually get this done. Okay, so the path is set, and I actually thought that this was a much narrower passageway, so this works to my advantage. I have lots of room here. I may not even need actually two access points here. One will probably do just fine. The only thing that bothers me is symmetry, but for functionality's sake, and at least for the time being, I can actually make it so I come down here and I can either go to the printing control room or proceed onwards into the hangar modules. Looks like a solid plan. So now I only need to make this happen. This is probably going to have bulletproof glass right up to this side of these blocks here, so that the temperature doesn't melt the glass and I don't run the risk of getting burnt if I'm around here watching the printing process. But it should be safe enough to come over just close to the wall here, just hugging the wall, and I am out of interior freaking plates. And lump is out of them too, so I should be able to grab a couple of them. I still need to finish up these things. How much material do these things require? Not a whole lot. I remember my main problem was computers, and I believe that was because of silicon, if I'm not mistaken. Either silicon or platinum, but I believe my main problem was silicon. So this is connected to the conveyor system. Interior plates, yeah. I'm gonna take 26 of those. That ought to be enough to complete at least this portion. I'm gonna have to take lump on the right here, and I still need to figure out how exactly I'm going to do this. I need clear access, or I want clear access to these gravity generators, because I may have to end up tweaking them quite a bit. Let me actually keep this door open here, and if I can just wiggle through. This is still not to my liking, and I also need to provide some symmetry to this pillar here. That's only a few steel plates, not a whole lot to worry about. But if I am to access these things, I can't have any flooring here. I can, however, get myself a catwalk and just plop it down there. And if I do that, yeah, that might end up actually being what I go for here. So catwalk here will provide me access to this door. This actually doesn't have any railing, and I want railing here so that I don't have to have such huge walls. So let's grab ourselves a corner catwalk. That's what I want. Yeah, there you go. And plop it down right here. Okay, this should be enough. I wonder how many materials I need for this thing. This whole thing is going to consume quite a bit of iron, but luckily only iron. So I can manage that. I can live with that. Now all I need is an access point down there. Actually, I'm gonna pull this a bit farther back so that I may also have some form of directly accessing this, although this reactor here, which powers the mass block for the grinder wall, will be conveyored up. But still, I prefer to keep my options open here. This doesn't exactly work out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this like this. And from here, I won't be able to access that reactor unless I may just... Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. It's not that big a deal, actually. It will be conveyored up, so direct access is desirable, but not ultimately necessary. So there you go. I have myself an entry point here, and now I need to replace this door right here. So now's the time where I use lump. Okay, the basic layout has been done. Now I am still unsure as to how to proceed concerning compartmentalization of this ship. I have sort of decided that concerning this area here, what I'm going to do, my original plan was to have just a catwalk on top of this piping. However, I had neglected to consider the absolutely tremendous volume of this place. So what I'm going to do is actually to have small corridors going through this area here. So, well, actually one small corridor here, just going through, and only that will be will have an atmosphere, will be pressurized. I can have little airlocks on its side to allow me to access the rest of the ship. However, when it's a matter of going from point A to point B, I see no point in having to pressurize this entire volume when I really only need to move straight forward, well, forward so to speak. this is the strategy for this area. Now, concerning this area though, I am not sure. There is a lot of machinery here, a lot of moving parts, and I do want to keep my options open because stuff may need repairs, tweaking. Of course, that's true for the rest of the ship, but I would feel safer if I had I'm gonna call it a clean approach to all of this machinery, and I could do so in a pressurized environment. So keeping that in mind, I'm not going to take care of that just yet. I have to figure out how my resource situation is, and as soon as this ship is flight ready, I may actually end up finding a planet where mining for resources may be much easier. That all remains to be seen, but for now, what I think I should be doing is actually figuring out how the layout of this place is going to be. So I got myself a window blueprint, and I'm actually gonna need some girders to mount these wireframes. Where did I park Lump? I always forget where I park Lump. This is Sting. Where's Lump? Ah, there she is. I am going to take a few girders. These things are massive. I really don't like carrying them around. Luckily, Lump is here, and she is more than happy to help me out with this. So, I'm going with... I think I'm going with the regular 3x3. And if I plop these suckers down, just like so... 3, 3, and 3... Oh, I can't place them here. Not with this thing lowered anyway. So what I can do, the suit won't assist me in placing this unless it has a clear space there. So what I'm going to do is not to shut my light off, but let me remember the velocity is 0.025 on this piston, the printing piston. 0.025, so I'm just going to retract it, and no, 0.025, 0.025, confirm. Okay, now there's a bunch of machinery gonna start working. I'm actually going to retract you, piston. Come on. Reverse. Okay. That shouldn't be a problem, because of course that triggered... I should have shut down that sensor before having done this. But since this sensor here didn't detect any ship to pick up, no harm done. Nothing else is out of sync here. Hopefully. Nope, nothing is out of sync. Once I press start to print, this thing will rotate and the welders will activate to weld up the anchor there. So all is good, all is fine, and hopefully now I can place this with no problems. Keyword here being hopefully. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, it won't let me put it... Ah, there it is. Okay. Okay, that's going to be good enough. That's quite some leeway there. I'm actually going to extend it fully now. So, this guy can be fully extended. Go on, go on. And let's give it, again, 0.025 speed, so that when I reverse it, it will maintain that particular speed. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have to weld that up, obviously. Now, I just want to... can I do this? I believe I can do this, but do I want to do this is my question. I think that from here, I'm gonna start enveloping this space here. So I may actually want something along the lines of this. Okay, let's plop that down there, and this here. And what do you say? I'm not gonna be able to place anything there. I don't really like this particular way of having set up things, and I don't want to grind down this armor block because that may interfere with this LCD display. What I need, well, I can anchor out from here, and this should work just fine. Crap, I'm out of steel plates. I should have some over here. Let's just take a few. I'm gonna have to... Nope, none. If I want to print another ship, I either have to connect that up to the primary conveyor system or refill those storage units there. Lump. Ah, you don't have any steel plates either. Crap. I'm also running low on timer blocks. If I start fiddling around with more machinery, I'm gonna need a bunch more timer blocks. And I believe I have a solution to install them, but I'll see that when we get there. I was looking for steel plates. So let's... Crap. Let's weld those up and get rid of these girders. I don't think 96 girders are gonna be enough for a lot. Oh, they actually are. They actually are. Cool. Okay, I just need just a few steel plates. Let's steal them from here. I set some up to manufacture. Production. Okay, the production line is really efficient right now. Everything is producing at tremendous speed. I don't want this many. I'll just store them in lump. I grabbed 69. Let's just see what we need first. Let's set up the wireframes. Come on. Just the wireframes here. And now I actually want to curve this inward. So, let's grab it like that. And what piece do I need? Not this one. Grab this one. Yeah, more along these lines. That'll leave a gap there, though. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to come up to here. And I may do that here. Yeah, that's not too bad. If I do this, it'll maintain a fair amount of structural integrity. Yes. So that being the case, I can go like this, and this will appear much better and much more structurally sound. So I'm gonna weld this up and probably end this journal entry, because it is getting a bit long, and I have done quite a bit more than I thought I would be capable of, actually. Cargo. Yeah, get those in there. Yeah, I'm more interested in welding up the windows than necessarily the bulletproof glass there. So let's get this going, and I do believe I've spent all my glass already. Yes, I did. Only that's getting welded up. Okay, I'm gonna grab the materials and actually finish this up. Well, I'm out of silicon again, but I do have enough to weld up this little bit of glass. So that is pretty much as much glass as I can produce now. And I think this will work out perfectly. I do. I really do. And this might be a good way to organize myself. So a little corridor here. I will eventually expand this this row of welders so that I can print bigger ships. I learned from Sting that I'm a bit cramped with this, especially concerning thruster placement. I need more area to put in the different directional thrusters that I need. And as far as this space, yeah, a little corridor here. Maybe this should be a catwalk, perhaps, and another corridor here towards the I was going to call them stables now. Wow, I am really getting attached to my ships. Those are not stables, and those are not alive, and those are hangars. God, space madness. Well, that is going to be it for this journal entry. Hopefully by the next one I'll be able to have a decently fluid path throughout the ship and at least into the hangar base. Hey everybody, thank you very much for watching. Like I said in the XCOM videos, this week has been completely hectic. Girlfriend stuff, then friends from that are immigrated actually came to visit, and my mother came to visit, and now I'm going to visit her. She lives in a different city. That plus the community service plus other stuff about me trying to get a job has been a huge time constraint. And I have been constrained for some time now. That's why I didn't put out an episode last week. So here's a little one for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember, leave a like, leave a dislike, leave a comment on the video. Follow me on Twitter. Lots of news about what I am doing with the channel around there. And until next time, as always, I have been TheNirl, and I hope you have an awesome day.